Happy Sunday, Matt Onest. Happy Sunday, right?
Absolutely.
We are here at the coffee shop at Ridgewood, taping on a Friday, which is why I was just like, he's like, wait a minute, hold on a second. You're new to the Valley Spotlight team, so thank you for being with us.
Absolutely. Proud to be here.
I know. Part of the fun of putting this together with some of your team members at KWGD was the fact that we were going to take this on the road. So here we are enjoying some good coffee. What did you get today?
I just got the regular house blend. Very good.
Ooh, and the cran apple muffin, which is warmed for you.
Well,
so when we're done, you can dive in.
Thank you.
I've already started with this amazing cinnamon roll. If you follow them online, this is where it's at. And like, it's so good. Coffee's wonderful. But we are here to talk about something that is near and dear to your heart.
We're here to talk about oil and gas leasing and oil and gas rights.
Oil and gas leasing and all the stuff that comes with it.
Yep.
So many questions for people.
Absolutely. You know, people get the idea that it's just like real estate. And it kind of is. I mean, it's part of the real estate and you can own it. But, you know, when you're going to buy property,
right,
you may see a for sale sign. And that may mean you own the minerals if you buy the real estate, but it may not. And so there's a lot of issues with that.
So when you see it, like if you're looking at Zillow or Realtor.com or whatever that stuff is, it says that there's, you know, that on the property, but it doesn't come with the rights. So it stays with the people who own it, or how are people even making money, and why is that something that we need to be looking for?
Well, you buy a piece of property. If the person who's selling you the property decides to say, listen, I'm keeping my mineral rights, you need to know that. That means that person has those mineral rights and you don't get it. You just get the surface. And this kind of gets into the issue with leasing. You know, when you lease your mineral rights, you're giving another person, a company, the right to come onto your property and pull those out of the ground. And they go out and they sell that, and you may get the benefit of that. But what if you don't own your minerals?
Right.
You don't get the benefit of that, correct? Right? They're selling it and giving it to somebody else. So you have to make sure that you do your due diligence whenever you're buying property to make sure you are getting the mineral rights.
So what are a few of like the key words that people need to be paying attention to as they're navigating these questions?
Yes. Definitely, if you see a listing that says mineral rights are not transferring or seller to retain anything mentioning that should be a red flag that maybe you're not getting the mineral rights.
Okay, all right.
But even so, you may still buy a piece of property that says, I'm selling you my property. You may come there and find out that somebody else owns them. Even the person who sold them to you. Maybe somebody 20 years ago sold the property and kept them, and you need to be aware of that.
So let's say you do find one that has mineral rights. What does that look like on the other end of things? Like, how does that transaction happen? And who are people supposed to be contacting to make sure it's all like going the right way?
Well, you know, if you get your mineral rights and there's no questions about that, you can go and actually lease those to companies who can come in and drill wells and produce minerals. But it's not as simple as that, because you may kind of get blinders, right? And go, well, I just want to make money. That's important. It's very important.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of other issues that you need to be aware of. Biggest one, other than the money,
safety, right?
Safety.
Oh my, right? How could it not be?
So they could come onto your property, right? The surface here at the table. If you look at this table,
it's a nice table, by the way.
Nice table.
It's very busy in here. We're lucky to have this one.
Let's say this is the surface and the minerals are down below. Somebody could come onto your property, put a well on your property and drill down, and you're going to deal with that. And what's critical is this is not a 1, 2, 3 year potential. Some wells can last 100 years. There are wells in Ohio, drilled back, I kid you not, in the early 1900s that are still there, still producing. So you need to be aware, if you're going to think about leasing your mineral rights, think about, okay, what is this going to look like in 40 years, 50 years, 100 years? What do I want the next generation, if I'm going to pass it to my children, grandchildren, what is it going to look like? And these are all issues that you need to address before you sign a lease.
All right. The phone call happens go to their office, ask those questions. Thank you for being with us.
Absolutely. I'm proud to be here.
I feel like in 3.5 minutes I just got smarter. Is that possible?
Well, I hope so, right?
Yeah, I think so. Matt, thank you. And cheers.
Cheers to you.
To the coffee shop at Ridgewood. Such good coffee. I have pistachio and salted caramel in mine.
Is it good?
And it's really good. Ooh, look out, Ron. I'm going to be on fire today.